I'm Judith Overfield and I'm chair of Kirby Kids Club, based in the old canteen near the school.
And I'm Helen Gundry from Kirkbymoorside Environment Group, and I have got a wriggly son who goes to the preschool playgroup intro.
So, what are we doing here today?
The Kids Club has been operating at the old canteen for about 12 years and the playgroup for even longer than that, and it's coming to the end of its economic life really. So we have plans, aided by Helen here, to build a new eco-friendly building down on the site. We've been given the use of Imminent Music's old premises in Kirkbymoorside to run a charity shop. So what we're doing at the moment is sorting out donations that we've been given to set up the charity shop, hopefully for opening next week.
It's just a temporary shop. It's probably a maximum until May, but possibly for a shorter time.
Right. And so tell us a little bit more, before we go on to about the shop, tell us a little bit more about the Children's Eco Centre and what your plans are and who are the groups that are involved and so on.
Well, it's the Kirkbymoorside and District Preschool Playgroup and Kirby Kids Club. The preschool playgroup has been going since 1966 and the Kids Club's been going for 15 years. 96, yeah. So those are the two groups that are joined together really out of joint need for new premises.
And why has this need for new premises sort of arisen? Is the building going to be condemned, or what's the background?
Well, North Yorkshire had a careful look at it at the beginning of last year. It had been used by their adult education services side as well, but wasn't being done so any longer, and therefore they could no longer sort of afford to subsidise us running it really. And because it's fairly old, it's expensive to run and maintain, and with asbestos in the building and everything, they were looking at perhaps taking it down within a few years, 2 or 3 years.
Right.
And so the need arose really for us to find alternative premises. We are ideally located down there because we are next to the school, and with having to take children, particularly from the outer school club, up and down to school, there's an excellent outside play area which is brilliant for all the play group and the kids club children. Having sort of looked around the area, Kirkbymoorside, we hadn't been able to find anything that was as suitable or anywhere near as good really. So we really wanted to stay on the same site. North Yorkshire have been very helpful and have said that we can have a lease for the site, and they will contribute towards the cost of a new building, and they will take responsibility for removing the old building. So Helen actually came up with the idea of an eco building and started looking for architects.
Why eco build, Helen? I mean, it seems an obvious question in this day and age, but tell us a bit more about that.
Well, because it would be cheaper for the groups to run. It'll help to reduce the carbon footprint for Kirkbymoorside, both in the way it's built and in continuing to run it. It'll be educational as well, because there'll be things like sort of rainwater harvesting and the photovoltaic panels, which the children at the school will be able to see sort of low carbon living in action.
Right.
And also, if we've got photovoltaics, it means we can generate electricity and we paid for it, so it's an income for the groups into the future as well. And the excellent insulation means it's sort of warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer, where the current building is really not very pleasant to be in.
No.
It's cold in the winter.
And you have an architect who's drawn up some plans?
Yeah, we have Charlotte from Mass Architecture of York, she has a lot of experience in London of doing all different sorts of projects. We had a few different architects, we talked to different people, and she's the one who we were most impressed with, seemed to understand how to work with a group like ours and had lots of
good ideas
and really wanted to do
an experience in the field as well really.
So what's your kind of timetable for this project then? What are you thinking will be the time when you can start digging the foundations? What's your hope?
She's hoping to apply for planning permission once we've been through the public consultation, make sure everybody's happy with the design, which is happening on the 28th of September. Then she'll apply for planning permission in October. Should have that back before Christmas. Then you have to get building regulation approval and quotes and things like that from the builder. So she's hoping to be on site in the spring.
Right, so you've got a public consultation coming up. Tell us about that and how that's going to be set up.
It's basically an evening meeting, Tuesday 28th at the canteen. Anybody can come along. Charlotte will explain the design. She's got these computer generated images which shows you what it will look like inside and outside, and she'll explain the materials that she's using, and you'll see the layout of the rooms, which has been worked out with the staff, and ask questions. Really, it's just a chance for everyone who uses the building or who lives near the building to, or who's got any connection with Kirkby, really, can come and have a look. See what they think.
Great. Back to the shop then. You're setting it up. You need
Yep.
donations, and
Yep.
presumably you need volunteers.
Yes, absolutely. We have got people who are offering to help to man the shop, but we are short of helpers, really. We'd like to try and open as much as possible, as it's only going to be for a short time. So if anybody's got just 3 hours in the morning or an afternoon, if they'd like to come forward and contact us or pop down and see what we're doing, we'd be really, really grateful for some help manning the shop. We've had lots of donations coming in, particularly sort of children's things, toys and books and clothes. We could do with quite a lot more adults' clothes in particular, and household goods, I think, bric-a-brac and things. But anything, if you've sort of got good quality, second-hand, anything, bring it along and we'll be interested.
And so what's your sort of aim fundraising-wise? You're saying you've got some funding from Yorkshire County Council.
We've got £50,000 to match, but we're probably going to need more like 250,000 in total. So we've got quite a long way to go. I mean, new buildings are expensive.
So apart from this initiative, what else do you have happening fundraising-wise?
We're going to do the bar at the town feast. We've been asking various people if they'll do benefit concerts for us. We've done a lot of grant applications. We've written to lots of businesses around town. People will have heard letters through the letterbox from us.
Yes, your market stalls once a month.
Yeah,
on a Wednesday.
We use the market stall, the cake stall.
Yes, and the playgroup had their sort of summer fair and everything, which went to it. So there are lots of little bits coming in, which we can then sort of put together and use for bigger match funding grants, hopefully.
If anybody would like to do a fundraising event for us, we'd be really grateful.
Right.
That'd be really good. Yes. We're also setting up for gift aid, so anybody who wants to gift aid a donation to us, we can get the extra sort of 28.2 pence in a pound on that, which is really worth it for us.
So it's full on.
Yes, absolutely. And if people just want to donate some expertise in a certain area, that can be used for match funding as well. If they gave you sort of £250 worth of their services for free, that all actually helps and makes a big difference as well. So anything really. And I mean, what's been brilliant about the shop is sort of Laura Coates, who owns Imminent Music and is chair of Helmsley and District Rotary, sort of actually coming forward with the idea and making the offer. And it's lovely when people sort of just step forward and suggest things. You do your best, but you run out of ideas after a while, and it's nice to have sort of fresh ideas. Yeah.
Well, it's absolutely freezing out here. The camera's shaking quite a lot, so I think we should all go inside and get back into the shop.
All right.
Thanks ever so much.